Hello everybody, my name is Quack here, and today I'm starting a new Rainbow Six Siege series. I know I have Fallout 4 gameplay, it's because I only have 12 minutes of gameplay for this operator because I had to only record on this operator in Rainbow Six Siege, so I'm having the Fallout 4 gameplay just to say what I'm talking about to not waste time. Anyways, it's a new tips and tricks and review where I talk about an operator that I own in the game, give some tips about them, review them, rate them, and tell them if I think you should probably look into buying them. So, today our operator is Caveria. It's honestly up to you. It doesn't bother me which one you go with. I call her personally Caveria, but you can call her Caveira. I honestly don't care, whatever you want. Anyways, so I'm going to start out with reviewing this operator, rating them on a scale 1 to 10, and then giving some tips and tricks with them. First off, Caveria, in case you don't know, was one of the BOPE operators that came out with the newest currently DLC. And by the way, the DLC maps for each of the operators that cost twice as much as a normal operator. And frankly, a lot of them are better or good. They're not poorly made operators. Ubisoft does a pretty good job at balancing this game. So first off, Caveria is... I can't give a review. Oh yeah, I kind of can't. My bad. Caveria is a roaming operator. She's probably the best operator you want for roaming. She has two abilities. One of them I consider a side ability. The first one is a silent step, which is kind of like a superpower, which kind of confuses me because all of the operators in this game, their abilities are usually like a gadget. Like Mute has the drone jammer, the technology jammer, but hers is a silent step, which makes your steps not even noticeable. And then if you look right here, she's got an interrogation, which reveals the location of all the other enemies on the map for 10 seconds and tells you which enemies they are. This also helps you for flanking those enemies too if you want. And so first off, she's got a major learning curve, kind of like Smoke, who had a learning curve. If she played well, she can be a god. And actually, this gameplay was the first time I actually started playing it well, and I'm so shocked because almost every match I play now, I get someone down or interrogate them. But when I first bought her, I was screwing up all the time, dying and what such. So she's got a Spaz 12, I don't honestly care, shotgun, and a submachine gun that I don't want to list the name of right now. But anyways, the shotgun's really good, and most people prefer the shotgun. I'm the type of person who doesn't personally use shotguns in this game. I just prefer something that I can close range someone with and somewhat of a distance. So I use her submachine gun all the time, but her shotgun's decent too. If you're looking for a cheaper alternative to roam, by the way, I'd recommend Pulse because you can detect people. But if you actually want the best roaming operator for this game, I would get Caveria. I don't care. Let's just call her Cav. So I like her. I think the learning curve kind of makes it a bit hard, and her weapons aren't as good as they could be. Her pistol is godlike. It says it has 99 damage, but that kind of confused me when I first saw it. No, she's got a non-lethal pistol, which means she can shoot someone, but every time she gets them, she'll down them. And if you do shoot them while they're down with the pistol, they'll die. And then her side ability is interrogation, which before you do interrogation, I would probably recommend checking the area for any enemies and then doing it, because I've had multiple situations where I interrogate someone, and then as I'm interrogating them, I get shot in the head by one of their teammates. And first off, she has a learning curve, but once you get that first interrogation off, you feel like a god. Because when she does interrogate, she helps out the team so much. and she's a really a lone wolf operator. She's not an operator that you camp around with. You'd be an idiot for doing that. So, yeah, if you notice here, I interrogated Twitch, and her head glitched out. And I got the locations of these guys. Her submachine gun's a bit slow, so that causes her to be a bit harder. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably re-rate her maybe an 8.5, because, again, she has a learning curve. And she seems like an operator that could be a normal one, but she's pretty interesting and pretty fun once you get it off. She's a fun operator. So for some tips and tricks, I guess. First off, be patient. Don't rush and try to find the enemy. Be patient. Find the location that they're at, and then you can try to get them. Another tip is I always check the outside camps to get a perception or idea of where they're coming in from, the enemies. And usually they shoot it right away, but most of the time I notice them and then they shoot it. But anyways, be patient with her. And then once you get up behind someone, her silent step, by the way, you can run with the silent step. It still makes a little noise, but it's not like footsteps that really make you loud in this game. And when I'm running around or walking around the building, I'm breathing so loud. I keep her silent step on and then just move in short bursts, because it only lasts a certain amount of time, and then it takes like half of the time it lasts to charge back up. Like, it's really fast at charging. And and then it downs someone immediately, like I said. Her pistol is really good. Like, most of the time I just use the pistol to shoot people, and I use the submachine gun for kind of emergencies. But anyways, so yeah, be patient, find the enemy, go behind them. I've had a couple situations. I deleted these clips because I don't like to look sucky, even though I sometimes am. I have like 100, here, let's check, 156 hours in this game, so I'm pretty good. I'm not like a professional, but I'm pretty good. Not like, see this go, dang, Pascal is like 900 hours in Cancer Strike, is that what I call it, but yeah, so hide, be patient. She's a roaming operator. Don't use her in non-roaming situations. I have to tell you that. That is probably the most important thing. Yeah, let's check. I can't find it. Yeah, 932 hours. So Pascal's like a professional at CSGO. Well, not professional, but you get what I'm saying. I hope. But she is a good operator. I like peeking with her. But don't peek too often, because someone's going to notice you. And please, if you're hiding and you get spotted by a drone, don't stay in the same spot, because they're going to watch out for you. Move your location, even if it's down the hall in the game. Yeah, so those are my tips and tricks. I can read her description for you if I wanted to. I'll be right back. I'll try to find it. Okay, here we are. We're on a fandom or something. I don't know. Known as the Brutal Interrogator, Diana Pericas makes for fearless operator on the field. Originally from a small town on the outskirts of Sao Paulo. Don't know my South American cities or whatever. Have taken the turn for the worse, and she was arrested at 16 on robbery charges. Her promising profile allowed for exception, giving her the option between entering a juvenile reform or working with the BOP. Side note. Not sure if it's true, however, but there are rumors that Caveria is a little messed up in the head. And the way she speaks, she's like psychotic. Parallax sounds like extracting information from subjects. Using conversational message, undergoing boat protocol. She was a key interrogator during the Rio de Janeiro security crisis. Her brutal behavior in the field suggests she may be suffering from an antisocial personality disorder. However, the results of all the tests conducted were inconclusive or whatever. The person I She's pretty well balanced, and a lot of people say that her pistol is overpowered, but personally, I like it being overpowered. Because I like feeling overpowered, you know. But, yeah. Run with her silent step, and be patient. Those are probably the most important things. And use her pistol when you're shooting someone. I also threw a silencer on the submachine gun. I know it lowers my damage, but I honestly think it's worth it because sometimes I want to take an enemy out with that. But her silencer's like ultra quiet, kinda. But anyways, thanks for watching. I know it's kind of a short video. Those are my tips and tricks on Caveria. I hope to do more in this kind of series. I haven't uploaded in a while, so I feel kind of nervous doing this stuff again. So sorry if I'm kind of stuttery or saying like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.
Op 4, last operator standing. Op 4 eliminated.